Okay, you guys have to hear this. I just found this review for Netflix's The Recruit, and this person is absolutely losing their mind over it. We're going to break down their take, and I mean their raw take, on why they think it's one of the best shows they've seen in a long, long time.
Dog. I mean, you can just feel that, right? He's so happy, so glad, so wonderful, so enthusiastic. That's the vibe. So let's get into exactly what got him this hyped. And it starts with how this show just completely demolishes the typical spy show. All right, so to really get why The Recruit is such a huge deal for him, you gotta understand what we're used to. This reviewer basically lays it out. The spy genre, doesn't matter if it's Hollywood or Indian cinema, pretty much always follows the same old playbook. You know the drill, right? The hero saves the country, it's all about loyalty to the team, he's making these split-second decisions under crazy pressure. Think James Bond, think Mission Impossible. The reviewer's whole point is, yeah, that stuff is fun, but the giant action scenes usually just bury the actual interesting stuff. And this is the key for him. A message that self-destructs, yeah, it's cool, for sure. But he argues that we all get so distracted by the flashy gadgets that we miss the actual point. The stuff about loyalty, about consequences, and the insane pressure these characters are really under. So keeping that old formula in mind, let's look at how The Recruit just flips the whole table over. According to this guy, it all starts with the main character, who is nothing. And I mean nothing, like the spies we're used to. Man, just look at this. It's night and day. On one side, you got your typical jacked-up tactical genius with a perfect plan for everything. And then you have the hero of The Recruit, who's just a lawyer. His plans fall apart all the time, and instead of a loyal team, he's got these selfish coworkers who are always trying to throw him under the bus. Our reviewer was just like, yes, this is real. And there it is. This is what he calls the game changer. The entire show is built on this one idea. In the world of spies, brains are way more dangerous than muscles. A lawyer trying to survive in the CIA? That's the stroke of genius that makes this whole thing work. So who is this guy? His name's Owen Hendricks. And the reviewer just nails the description. He's smart and idiot at the same time. It's perfect. He spends most of the show just trying to figure stuff out. But when everything hits the fan, man, that's when he shines. He's not some born hero. He's more like a diamond being formed under all that insane pressure. And this is why he loved the character so much. There's no perfect, straight line where the hero just gets better and better. No way. His development is messy, it's unpredictable. He'll pull off something brilliant at work, then go home and completely screw up his personal life. It feels real, you know, like a human heartbeat, constantly up and down, not like some pre-written story. But it wasn't just the character. For the reviewer, what takes this show from just being good to being great are all the technical details. He says the writing, the directing, the acting are all top level, but a few specific choices just turn it into a piece of art. The reviewer said he got totally lost in the series because it's one of the most stylish spy shows he's ever seen. The editing is so creative. Like, when the story goes to Tokyo, the word Tokyo is literally part of a building on screen. When they're on an island, the name of the place is just floating on the water. It's that kind of genius that just sucks you right in. But out of all the brilliant stuff, the writing, the editing, the acting, there was one thing that stood above it all for this reviewer. The single element that just took the whole experience to another level was the sound, or more specifically, the music. And man, you can feel his passion here. As a heavy metal fan, this reviewer was just floored. He says you can hear the strings being pulled on the electric guitar, every single drum stroke, and when that frequency hits, the bass hits you deep in your gut, deep in your spine. It gave him chills. His final word on it? Just go listen. So what's the big takeaway from all this excitement? For this reviewer, The Recruit isn't just awesome TV. He argues it's actually teaching you these valuable, complicated lessons that you would never learn in a classroom. This part is so interesting. The reviewer argues that by watching these characters get through these impossible situations, you're actually learning these critical real-world skills. You're seeing how to think on your feet, how to plan for the best case, and how to plan for when everything goes completely fucked up. And you're seeing how to adapt when it all falls apart. It's a lesson in just never, ever giving up. And that's what gets him so excited. The show's real value isn't just in the plot. It's in how it forces you, the viewer, to think, to ask yourself, what would I do in that situation? It's a masterclass in pushing you to think outside the box. So one person is calling this show a mind-blowing masterpiece. They thought it was stylish, smart, and just it hit different. But the final question is for you. If you've seen it, do you agree? Did that messy hero arc work for you?
And most importantly, did that electric guitar soundtrack give you chills too?